It has been sitting on your chest for a while now. That quiet weight, the one you carry into the morning before your feet even touch the floor. You have been moving through ordinary things with an unordinary ache, washing dishes, answering messages, nodding at people, all while a private sorrow keeps whispering they would turn away if they knew. Beloved, you have replayed it more times than you can count. What you did, what you almost did, what you returned to after promising yourself you would not. You have called yourself weak, false, damaged. You have wondered whether your tears are real or just another moment of regret that will fade by tomorrow. And beneath all of that, there is something even more tender. The fear that I am tired of you now. The fear that I have finally reached the edge of patience. The fear that your failure has changed the way I hold you. My dear one, I know the thoughts that come when the room is quiet. You should be farther along by now. You keep ruining what is good. You do not deserve closeness anymore. You have tried to punish yourself in small ways, withholding joy, avoiding rest, keeping your own heart standing outside the door as if shame were a fair sentence. But listen to me carefully. I do not turn away from truth, and I do not turn away from you. I see the wrong. I see the hiding. I see the pattern that scares you. And still, I come near with steady hands. Precious one, you do not have to soften the story for me. You do not have to rearrange it, decorate it, or bury it under spiritual words. You do not need to sound impressive in your sorrow. Honesty is enough. What has happened matters. The wound it caused matters. The trust it strained matters. The part of you that chose what was empty instead of what was alive, yes, that matters too. I am not calling darkness light. I am not pretending it did no harm. Love does not heal by denial. Love heals by bringing what is hidden into warm and merciful light. Sweet soul, the thing that grieves you most is not only what you have done, it is what it seems to say about who you are. That is where the pain has reached deepest. You have begun to confuse your stumble with your name. You have taken a moment, or a season, or a secret habit, and let it speak louder than the truth of your being. But what you chose is not the whole of you. What you broke is not the sum of you. What you regret is not your truest definition. There is a difference between being lost and being unlovable. Do not confuse the two. Dear heart, you are loved even in the place where you are most ashamed. Not loved after you become easier to look at. Not loved once your motives are perfectly pure. Not loved only in your polished hours. Loved here. Loved now. That does not excuse what must be faced. It does something far better. It gives you a place to stand while facing it. Because shame has been telling you that if you admit the full truth, you will be abandoned. So you keep one hand over the deepest part, not because you want distance, but because you are afraid of losing closeness. Loved one, I already know what trembles under your hand. Nothing in you is being discovered for the first time. No confession shocks me. No collapse catches me unprepared. No night of yours makes me say this is too much. Step back. I know the loneliness that fed it. I know the exhaustion that lowered your guard. I know the old ache you tried to numb for a little while. That does not make the choice harmless, but it means your story is deeper than a simple label. You are not a creature made of failure. You are a hurting person who reached for the wrong comfort, or the quick answer, or the false relief. My child, there are places in you that have been hungry for a long time. Hungry for tenderness. Hungry for ease. Hungry to feel wanted, safe, in control, or less alone inside your own skin. And sometimes, when that hunger is not understood, you take in what cannot nourish you. Then afterward you sit with the bitter taste of it and wonder why you did not stop sooner. I am not speaking to you with disgust. I am speaking to you with clarity. There is a path that drains life from you, and I do not want you trapped there, calling it your destiny. Beloved, you have been afraid that because I see the ugliest corner, I must be stepping back from it. But love that is frightened by your weakness would not be worthy of your trust. I am not fragile in the face of your mess. I am not offended by your need. I am not pacing the floor deciding whether you are worth continuing with. My heart toward you is not thin. When you fell, I did not lose sight of the good I placed in you. When you hid, I did not forget the tenderness that still lives beneath the hiding. When you returned to what wounded you, I did not erase the parts of you that still long for what is clean and true. My dear one, the fact that this grieves you is not proof that you are beyond help. It is proof that your heart is not dead. The numb do not ache like this. The hardened do not whisper for mercy. The soul that still turns toward light is not abandoned by light. You have been standing in an inner courtroom, sentencing yourself again and again, bringing fresh arguments for why you should remain far away. But tell me this, has your self-condemnation healed you? Has your inward cruelty made you whole? Has your secret contempt grown wisdom in you? No, dear heart, it has only made you weaker, more afraid, and easier to deceive again. Because punishment without healing changes very little. It may make you tremble for a moment. It may make you speak harshly to yourself. But it cannot mend what is split inside. It cannot teach your weary heart where to bring its need. Precious one, I am after something deeper than your temporary disgust. I want truth in you, yes, but I also want wholeness. I want the frightened places named. I want the hungry places tended. I want the lonely places brought close instead of driven further underground. Imagine a locked room inside you, one you keep visiting in secret, one that smells of old fear and old choices. You think holiness means pretending that room is not there. But healing begins when you unlatch the door and stop guarding the darkness alone. I am gentle there. Do you hear me? Gentle there. Not careless, not permissive, not indifferent. Gentle. Because a bruised soul does not heal under a blow. It heals where mercy and truth meet without shouting. Sweet soul, you have been trying to become better by staring at how bad you feel. That road circles back on itself. It keeps you wrapped around yourself, studying your shame, measuring your sorrow, wondering if you hurt enough yet to earn your way back. You do not earn your way back. You return because the door is open. You return because love still calls your name. You return because running empty has exhausted you. And yes, there may be consequences to face, words to speak honestly, repairs to make, boundaries to accept, patterns to interrupt, help to welcome. These things are not rejection. They are part of restoration. Dear one, do not mistake correction for abandonment. A loving father does not ignore the splinter simply because removing it will sting. He stays close through the pain because freedom is kinder than pretending. There are things in your life that cannot stay untouched if you want peace. Some doors need closing. Some habits need naming sooner. Some environments are feeding the very weakness you keep mourning later. Some people should no longer have access to the version of you that always says yes out of emptiness. This is not me tightening my fist around you. This is me loosening the chains you have started calling familiar. Dear heart, you do not need to become fearless before you begin walking differently. You do not need a flawless record before you are worthy of help. You do not need to impress me with heroic strength. Small honest steps are precious in my sight. Tell the truth sooner. Step away earlier. Rest before you are starving. Ask for support before the night grows heavy. Interrupt the lie when it first appears, not after it has built a house in your mind. These are not grand gestures. They are quiet turns toward life. And when you fail again in some way because growth is often uneven, and healing does not move in a perfect line, do not make an altar of despair. Come quickly. Come honestly. Come without performance. My child, I would rather have your plain truth than your polished promises. I would rather hear "I do not know why I keep reaching for this" than listen to a speech meant to sound strong. I can work with honesty. I can steady what is trembling. I can guide what stops pretending. Beloved, there are roots beneath this that need care, not just control. Perhaps you have been carrying grief you never fully named. Perhaps rejection hardened into a private ache. Perhaps you learned to soothe yourself without ever being taught how to be comforted in healthy ways. Perhaps pain became a tunnel, and you kept crawling through whatever seemed to promise relief. So I am not merely saying stop, I am saying come closer and let us understand together. Where were you tired? Where were you thirsty for affection? Where were you trying to quiet anxiety, or escape pressure, or feel powerful for a moment, or disappear from disappointment? Let those questions open windows. They are not excuses, they are invitations to deeper freedom. My dear one, I care about the act, and I care about the ache beneath it. I care about the damage, and I care about the wound that made you easy to pull. I care about what must change, and I care about how tenderly that change begins. You have feared that if I really looked at your hidden places, my voice would grow cold. But hear the warmth in me now. I am not speaking to a case file, I am speaking to someone I cherish. Precious one, your shame keeps pointing backward, but love also looks forward. There is still a future for you that is not built on this cycle. There are mornings ahead that will not begin with the same dread. There are choices ahead that will feel cleaner, steadier, less divided. There is a version of your life with more honesty, more peace, more room to rest inside your own heart. This will not be formed by pretending the struggle never existed. It will be formed by walking in truth without agreeing with the lie that you are ruined. You are not ruined. You are responsible, yes. You are accountable, yes. You are called to turn, yes. But ruined? No. That word does not belong on you. Not while my mercy still moves toward you. Not while your heart can still answer tenderness. Not while there is breath in your body and a way forward in front of your feet. Loved one, some part of you expects me to keep your failure in the center of the conversation. But I am also looking at your longing, your weariness, your courage, and even staying here long enough to hear these words. I see the part of you that hates the false thing because it has tasted how empty it is. I see the part that still wants truth even while trembling before it. That part is small some days, but it is real. Do not despise small beginnings. A quiet turning matters. A truthful sentence matters. A moment of stopping sooner matters. A softer response to your own woundedness matters. These are not tiny to me. Dear heart, do not build your identity from your lowest moments. Build it from the one who keeps calling you back to life. Build it from the love that meets you in truth without crushing your spirit. Build it from the reality that you are still wanted, still teachable, still capable of becoming more whole than you have known yourself to be. And when memories flare up, when embarrassment rises hot in your face, when you remember the message, the meeting, the lie, the relapse, the betrayal of your own better knowing, do not sink into old agreement. Pause there. Remember whose voice is speaking over you now. Not the voice of mockery, not the voice that says, "This is all you are," not the voice that thrives on your collapse. Mine is the voice that names truth without poisoning hope. Mine is the voice that uncovers in order to heal. Mine is the voice that will not flatter you but will also not forsake you. Sweet soul, there may be people who only know how to use guilt as a weapon. There may be memories of correction without comfort, exposure without protection, discipline without affection. And so you brace for that same harshness from me. But my way with you is firmer and kinder than that. I do not excuse what harms, and I do not strip you of dignity while leading you out of it. There is a tenderness even in the way I call you away from danger. There is honor even in the way I confront what is crooked. Because I am not interested in humiliating you. I am interested in setting you free. My child, lift your head a little. Not in defiance, in willingness. You do not have to crawl toward me as though love were rationed. You do not have to stay outside until you feel pure enough to enter. Come nearer with the truth you have. Come nearer with the tears you have. Come nearer with the confusion you have. Come nearer with the simple sentence, "I need help." That prayer is not too small. That prayer is not too late. That prayer is not disqualified by how many times you have needed it before. Beloved, I have not grown weary of meeting sincerity. I have not become impatient with the work of mending. I have not mistaken your struggle for worthlessness. And I have not withdrawn my nearness because you are ashamed. Rest for a moment in that. Not to escape responsibility, but to remember you are held while facing it. Let your shoulders unclench. Let your jaw soften. Let the frantic proving stop. You do not have to argue yourself into mercy. You are already being met by it. There is still a path beneath your feet, still a hand extended toward you, still wisdom for today, still enough grace for the next honest step, still a home for your heart after all the wandering. My dear one, you may not fix everything tonight. You may not untangle every motive before sleep comes. You may not yet know how every broken piece will be repaired. That is all right. Peace does not require you to solve your whole life before dawn. What is needed now is truth without hiding, sorrow without despair, and openness to the next small act of courage. I remain near in the silence after confession. I remain near when tears have run out. I remain near when all you have left is a tired whisper and a willing heart. Precious one, even here, especially here, you are not beyond my care. So rest a while, not in denial, in mercy. The night does not own you. Your worst moment does not own you. Shame does not get the final word over your life. I will keep meeting you with steady love and honest light. I will keep leading you away from what hollows you and toward what makes you whole. I will keep speaking until your heart can tell the difference between condemnation and healing. And when the room grows quiet again, and the old accusation tries to sit beside you, remember this: I have seen all of it, and I have not stepped away. Dear heart, settle here for a little while. You do not need to run from my gaze. There is warmth in it. There is safety in it. There is a future in it. And as you grow still, know this much tonight: I am near, unchanged in my care, and I will remain here with you. Amen. Beloved family, thank you for walking this journey of faith with us. We remain committed to sharing God messages that encourage and strengthen hearts. If you would like to support this ministry, the support link is available in the description and in the comment box below. Your prayers and encouragement mean a lot.